source data set will be delta. 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 1 in our example. Delta data only. Well, sync data set. We define parameter, link it to the table because that has to be subject to merge statement, right? It has to be given to the merge statement, merge activity. This one, create procedure. Where is procedure? In the sync destination. It requires a table name. So provide the table name through parameter. Now, very important to start our pipeline activities. What are the inputs we require now? Of course, table name is required. Every table has a watermark column, right? That watermark column is also required. We are creating a data type. If it is regular integer, character, etc., your data factory or synapse environment knows about the data types. It will directly execute the procedure. But here we are creating our own data type. This data type should be known to the ETL environment, data factory or synapse. We are supposed to supply parameter values to the ETL environment. Supply the type and the procedure. Procedure will be executed using this type. So total 4 parameters for each table. This one. This entire information is single square bracket. See here. Nothing new. If you practiced initial before last week examples, copy data tool, the same thing happened internally. Let me show you that first. Schedule. Now I am showing you wizard and it is multi-table upset, okay? Still good to have this example also in your skill set. Because here we are using Azure SQL concepts, procedures, parameters, data types, etc. Dynamic TML activities. Before that, I was actually giving one small representation, right? Have you ever seen this representation earlier in the examples? By any chance, did you observe it? Any of the examples? No problem. I'll continue. New connection. New connection. Select Azure SQL database. And provide the subscription and the server name. Okay. Source is practice database, for example. Create. I'm showing you multi-table upset, continuity of earlier examples through wizard. Then I'll continue the current example. I'll do one by one. Right now we are working on tables, whereas our current agenda item, implementing this particular entry, this includes query. We'll do it next. Our requirement, 2 tables. What are those 2 tables? Customer table, project table. Customer table, project table. Next. Here no filter. We are going to implement filter in the other example waiting for us. Destination. Azure SQL database. the server name. This one, right? Azure SQL database 2, isn't it? We configured database. Previously, we used to understand how to work with new tables, creating new tables. Here it is existing tables. Create. Existing tables. Next. Let's wait for some time. Mapping will be done automatically. And next, apart from this, mapping activities, here, advanced, upset. Remember? I was talking about temp DB, right? You remember this yesterday's class, friends? Do you remember? Temp DB was telling yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Just wanted to show you. Yeah. Here you get error. Why? Come on, why error message? Give a guess. Why error?
Check the.
Okay. You remember this yesterday's class? Key columns.
Yes.
Friends, getting it or not? Yes. You're getting it, right? Person ID.
Yes. Yeah, yes, sir.
Second table. Okay, this is what we do. Second table. Same way, second table, go to advanced. Again, upset. Right, this one. Click upset. Again, temp DB. Again, key columns. I mean, we have to carefully select each table at the left side. Provide the comparative column on the right side. Are we getting it now, everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In old admin, few months back it was added. Just couple of months back, this option was added actually. Reason. In earlier, a few months back, we used to have upset in the next screen. We don't have upset for every table there at that time, okay? We used to have upset only at the next screen. And that used to take only one column. So only one table. Now you got upset for every table here in the mapping screen itself. I repeat, in olden days, few months back, we used to have upset in the settings page. In fact, I was showing you upset in the settings page first example. If you refer to screenshot, we used to have 4 options side by side, right? You remember? Copy, command, bulk insert, polybase, upset. Do you remember that by now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. You got it back for every table, okay? Next.
Then why the other fields are missing here? We only see upsert and table.
You have to tell me why it is missing. You will tell me the answer by end of the class today. Check it carefully. You have the answer with you already. Check it.
Yes, sir.
Simple, brother. Polybase is required only for Synapse SQL pool. But my target is not Synapse, right? It's a regular table. You got my point? Got it now?
Yes. Got it.
Okay? Yeah. Same way, even the copy into also. So next, we'll take it somewhere where we are now. Get the pipeline. And next. Just get the pipeline. Next. And here, let's wait for some time. Once again, friends, multi-table incremental loads, you can do this way. It works, perfectly works, fine, no problem. But good to learn the traditional technique also for more customizations. Better to have those procedures, parameters, TVP, etc. Now, I was talking about that now. JSON format, right? I would like to show you the JSON format here. internally. Got it now? For each, right? You remember this? Yes. Starting
Yes.
classes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, for each
Yes, sir.
Yes. And today, this one. See here. Copy. This is a parameter. So this is how we are going to do the reverse engineering now. Whatever the wizard is doing here, within matter of minutes, we are going to spend some extra minutes of our valuable time and create a for each loop container, create a parameter, and perform activities with this kind of parameter values. So the wizard it takes automatically. Whereas now means in the next example, we are going to have our own parameter value. So the example goes this way. Let's observe carefully. I'll show you the complete example tomorrow. Today we just prepared the data, right? Source data, destination data. We just prepared it. Tomorrow we are going to have the actual pipeline, complete example. So here it is. You go through the notes carefully. Step 1 to 6, not 1 to 6, I think, yes, 1 to 4. Just 1 to 4 you get them. From 5, we are going to create the pipeline tomorrow. Because some idea about the logical implementation. Source 2 tables, destination 2 plus 1 table, right? Source 2 tables, destination 2 plus 1, 3 tables, watermark. And how many procedures on destination? Come on, do you remember? How many procedures on destination? 3 procedures, right? Remember? One watermark procedure and 2 source tables. So one table has one merge, other table has another merge. Are we getting it, please? I'll wait. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is our
Yes, sir.
journey plan. Looks colorful, right? Yes or no? Yes. Or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. We require it, friends. For example, let me tell you why we are taking this step. We have user interface, correct, perfectly fine. But what if my resume says, I have 1.5 year or 2 years experience working as a Azure data engineer? Then I should be aware of this, right? Because upset was not there 1 year back. You got my point, friends, everyone. Are you getting the logic or not, please?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
We cannot miss the simple logic, right? We cannot miss it. If someone says, how did you perform the incremental loads, especially for migration projects, we require it. We cannot say, oh, I used to use upset. They look us from at to put. They look at us, okay, you're using upset. Very good. Okay, as simple as that. Lot of feelings in their eyes.